we actually live here? Is this working? Can you hear me? Is everybody out there in YouTube land okay? How's everybody doing? Oh man, I hope this works. I really, really do. Gonna let me do this? Oh boy. Gonna have to re-sign in here. A couple things. Get this chat up real quick. Oh man. So many little things I gotta do. So many little things. Where's my phone? Unfortunately, I think this is the only way to get this live stream from XSplit to go up right away. Because you got to do this while you're live. It doesn't seem to want to let you do anything unless it's a basic stream. If it's a scheduled stream, then you got to do it while you're live. So unfortunately, just bear with me a little bit and we'll get going here. So yeah, this is going to be the end. And it's not even clicked on. This is going to be the end of the game, hopefully. We'll try to get through it tonight. All these passwords and codes. Every single time. Okay. All right. Oh, man. So you guys are coming back. Let's see. Gotta see what you guys were saying here. Yeah, it's I don't know. This program is pretty cool, but it's super complicated in their, I don't know, trying to find out how to fix things on their website's a little confusing. I had to wait for a staff member, which, you know, I guess it wasn't too long of a wait, you know, considering the time frame and all that, but still. Yeah, so hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. We're going to finish the game tonight, so it's going to be a long one. I don't know if it's going to be as long as Valkos' 7-hour LPs. I mean, dude, you were telling me how long my videos were in the past, but you go for 7 hours. Look at you. Jeez. But let's get through this. So basically we're at the Pharaohs right now. And hey Nick, hey Brent, hey Valkos, anybody else is here too. Want to say welcome to the live stream. Had some technical difficulty trying to get this whole thing running because, like, ever since I did this last update, like, almost every application software I had is just going down randomly. So, it's almost like I don't want to ever update again, just to keep everything smooth, you know. But I don't know what else I can do. Just these problems. I guess I gotta test out everything after every single Windows update, because Windows likes to mess with you with that. So maybe that's a good thing I should try to remember for the future. But this is this will probably be the final stream for Final Fantasy 12. If I do more of the trial modes, if I beat the rest of the stuff, I'll post that later. Reason being is because if I try to do concurrences, it would be easier for me to not have any kind of lag with the online thing, trying to use two different type things, because I'm using a remote play. So I got my PlayStation on, but I'm also having the remote play work a different software that's trying to it's basically using the game of the PS4 and then sending it over the web to my PC, which isn't too far, but if it has to go somewhere else, I'm getting lag with all the concurrences. And with this, I don't know if I can use another controller. I think I have to use the PS4 controller, which I hate because I don't want to use the these bumper buttons. The pressure sensitivity for this kind of thing, you don't need it. It should have been the R1 button for the quickenings to try to get the concurrence. So if I'm gonna do it well, I'd rather have all my options be crisp and clear, you know, be the best it can possibly be. So anyways, that's just kind of what I wanted to say about that. But let's play the game here. Let's get through this place. Let me move around some of these windows so it's a little bit easier for me. Let's move this over here. And okay, so now we're good to go. I know I actually I'm always kind of afraid of updates, because it's like, oh, I don't know if they're going to be any good. I don't even know. So we got to get through here. We got to go up to the top of the Pharos and get through it. So do I have to collect these things? I do. Yeah, I think I do, don't I? So, yep, that's the goal. Oh, and I got so many knots of rust, I'm just going to throw them. It's going to throw all my knots of rust. Yep, so after this, basically what I've got planned is I'll be doing some other Final Fantasy things too. I will be doing that after I get done with this. So that's sort of the plan. Still have to plan it out. I'm actually thinking, because Paul wanted to play a Final Fantasy with me, and he kind of wanted to do some live streaming too. So, you know, Paul might actually do a little bit of that with me. So you might get to see some of that stuff. So yeah, because you know, Valkos did some of the co-op with me before, you know, with tactics and stuff. And then we do the multiplayers and all those kinds of things. So I think what we'll probably do next is, because I kind of wanted to play some of the other Final Fantasies, but I'd like to start off kind of in a normal order and all that. So I'm probably going to start Final Fantasy 1. So I'll probably play Final Fantasy 1, and Paul will be there too, and Paul will be able to play it too. Because, like, here I can use two controllers to work the same thing. You know, there's a pretty easy setup for that. And so we'll get to do that. Wait a second, where are the... Do I have to go in the corners of the room and put the little black orbs in the pedestals and stuff? Is that the point here? I think that's the point of these black orbs right here. What? How are there all these random monsters here? This part, for me, is the most frustrating part. Getting these little black orb snot bubbles. It's always the most frustrating. I'm trying to collect them because I can't see exactly where they are, and while he's putting his gun up and putting his gun away, I can't press on it. You know? Yeah. Does the volume sound okay for you and all that? Because I don't hear anything at all. I turned down my volume? I did not. Why can I not hear the game? If you can't hear the game, let me know, because I don't hear the game at all right now, and I've got my volume up, and on here too. It should be okay, unless I've got it super, super low. This is kind of a... So I know my mic volume looks very, very high, but maybe I need it. I'm not sure. I think my voice comes out kind of booming sometimes, so I like to turn that down. But the game volume is off. Okay, let me go fix some of that. Maybe the setting didn't revert, because usually if I leave my headset off, or if I don't turn my headset on, after a while the headset will switch the audio to TV. So sometimes it doesn't work, but it's very rare. This could be one of those rare times it's not working. Where's devices? Devices. Well, now it's backwards. Okay, so it doesn't even detect anything, really. Man, did that update just screw up everything? Literally everything. Like, I've got no... It's already set to TV. So... And it's supposed to give me an option to pick from my headphones, though. Also. Is there an option? I don't know where the options are for this. Okay, reconnecting the plug? What plug? There is no plug, dude. Let me see if I can fiddle with this, maybe. Alright, well I still can't hear it. For any real reason. Oh, here we go. Let me know if you hear it. I think it technically should be there, should be on. But maybe there's more to this than meets the eye. Yeah, I can turn on my headset. We'll play through the headset. Did it work when I turned the headset on? Because I might have to turn the headset on for this. Oh, man. Whoa. That was loud. You hear it now? So when I have the TV set, then you can hear it? Okay, so I have to have the TV set to hear it, eh? It sounds really loud here, but it's not coming through my TV audio whatsoever. The TV audio is not receiving anything. Oh, that's why. Okay. Now I got it. As soon as you do one thing, like everything else wants to... I have no audio myself though. Only through my earpiece do I have this is what's going on. I think my TV's kind of messed up. It's not, it doesn't want to work the right way. There's something wrong with my TV. in that manner, I think, because like the audio is messing everything up. Like I can only hear it through here, but I have it set to TV, and I don't hear anything through the TV at all. TV is not putting out any kind of volume whatsoever. Man, did I get messed up with that update. Holy shit. My gosh, that was the worst update ever. Windows, you suck. You suck at your job. It's freaking terrible. Absolutely terrible. I gotta... the things I gotta do to get a stream going. It's already like an hour and a half after I decided to start this. And I gotta go for a while too. Windows, your team is just filled with asshats. I'll tell you that much. You can't even do your job right. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just go like this. As long as everybody else can hear it okay. If there's any other problems, let me know right now before I keep moving forward, because otherwise it's gonna irritate me for a while. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh, you need to sleep, dude? Alright. Well, have a good night then. Sorry for all the problems. I just, there's not much I can do about it. Just like everything wanted to not work today, specifically. So. You know, we're going to change to Redis because he's not doing much else. He can go grab all the little pieces here. Vakos, do you remember where the altars are for these little black orbs here? Or do I just have to collect enough black orbs to go through the door itself? Maybe it's just enough black orbs to go through the door. Across the room? Nice. Yeah, I don't remember where the altars are, though. Are they just in the corners of the side? I totally forgot. Oh, right in a circle. Okay. That's right. Let me get it. There we go. Wait, are we doing remedies for this? Oh, no. No, Van. No. Definitely no. We don't need that at all. Wow. Yeah, let's do remedies for everything. I think I was still set up for the trial modes. I think that's how I... yeah. Possibly. Eye drops. Here we go. The in-game volume? Huh, let's see. You mean my voice volume? Or... Okay, well, I put it up a couple notches there. How are we doing with Knots Arrest? Okay, 32, so I'm almost done with them. Yeah, I don't know what this means, dude. The music, not so much, but the in-game volume. I guess that's what you're saying. I don't know. Oh, I need to go back to that side. That's right. You sure? Okay. Ah, I wish I didn't have so many problems today. It's probably the worst day to have it too, especially if we're trying to do an end stream here. So, oh well. Here we go. All right, thanks, Falcos. Thanks, guys, for trying to help me out here. It's just kind of frustrating, you know, when you have any kind of update and then everything goes to hell in a handbasket. Oh, man. Well, hopefully nothing else. Hopefully we won't have any problems with anything else tonight. All right, we don't really need Bone Crusher on you too much, but I was trying this for a while. It's kind of cool, but it might not be a great idea all the time. Now, I know, Valkos, you want to try Stamp before, but I don't think... You just said you could hear it. Why would you say that you can hear it if you can't hear it? I might have to restart the I might have to restart the PlayStation. I'll probably still be here with the live stream, but I might have to restart the PlayStation to get it to go. Because I think if it sits for a while, it doesn't know what to do as far as where to send the volume. But you were telling me you were hearing the volume, so I don't know. Let me just get these let me go get all the seals done, save this up just so I've got some progress here. And you did hear it earlier just fine? So you can hear this, right? Let me oh, where the hell is that? You put devices at the top now? Let me try this. Now it's even lower on my end. Let me try this with the headset output. Maybe you can hear it too. I don't know if you can hear this. Okay. No. Not that. Jeez. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go here. I gotta restart the PlayStation app then, because everything got delayed too long. If that's the case, if you really can't hear it at all, I'll just have to restart it. So. Unless you can hear it now. How many knots of rust do I have left? That is a lot. No, I'm going to have to shut down the whole PlayStation. So I have to save it up. I'll leave the live stream going because the software still lets everything go. It's not a big deal, really. Oh, you know what? I gotta go over here. Okay. Where is the altar bridge? Here you are. So, I guess I'll be having a little intermission before we get going with the music. Because, yeah, there's just no way for me to tell. All these little things keep happening. Well, it's I don't know what it is specifically. It could be the remote play that I have to reset, because I can't even hear it come out my TV. So it could be the PlayStation, it could be remote play. I don't really know what it is. or do you want to check on it? And usually it's always set to default. So it's typically always default. You know, and I've got my yeah, it's always set to default. I never really put it on anything. But so I don't really play with any of the settings except for to make sure you know, my microphone's working. Nope. Nope. I can press mute and unpress mute. Press my mic mute. Press it again. Should be able to hear me say something. It's there's nothing wrong with how I have it set up. It just, I think trying to fix this the remote play of the PlayStation could have paused too long. It kind of messed things up. I think that might have happened in the past, but okay, so now I can go to the door, but I'm going to save it up, shut down the PlayStation, shut down the remote play, and then reload it. Well, let me try one thing. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna restart the whole thing. But I'll try to see if I can select something else. But I got to turn off my headset, so I won't be able to hear the game anymore. Maybe that'll fix it. I can't say. I don't know if you can hear it. Like, I can't hear anything. My TV volume is not picking up either either one. So microphone, switch to the microphone on. I don't know if that'll do it or not. Oh, that's got its own microphone. Oh, I never tried that thing before. I turned that off though. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you can hear it. Surprised you'd be behind with the stream. I don't even know if the stream is lagging or what. Let me look at that. Let's see if the stream's behind. Nope, the stream's actually pretty good. Stream health is pretty good. This is such a, I'm in such a rut here. Oh, I hope I don't have problems like this when I do the Brigandine one. But do you hear it at all, Valkos? I've got this set to my TV, so it's outputting what's going to my TV. Let's see if I can change that to something else. Yeah, I'm not going to fiddle with it anymore. I'm just going to restart the whole thing. Just going to go back to default with the way it's supposed to normally be. So, alright, I just saved it. I'm going to shut this down. Pop in my little intermission screen here. Because I'm working on stuff. get this to go. Oh my gosh. I'll be back. Alright, let's see if I can start this up here. Yes. I am hearing it. Holy shnikes. Okay, I'll leave this volume up for a second before I get going here. If this works, then I didn't have to reset the PlayStation. Well, at least this will be informative to other people that watch this, and they'll get to maybe get some idea as to how to fix some of this stuff in case they get countered. Okay, I hear the game. I'm guessing you should too. If that's the case, then I definitely have to turn on the volume because it's probably really loud. Yeah, because you want me to turn up the volume, dude. You thought that I just had the volume too low. I never change anything, dude. It's always been the same way. It's always been. There's no reason to change everything, really. Actually, voice... Let's do like this. We'll do like that. Nah. If I gotta suffer through it, so does everybody else. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. I wish I could. It's just gonna. It's funny though, Nick, and it's almost truthful to the point, but it'd be too long of a title for me to add because this is the final video, and so if anybody wants to know where to get to, where to start at, you can start right here if you want. So, I think I'll put. I think what I'll end up doing is I'll just put a little time capsule. You know, one of those little time things in the description so that people can just click that and start here so they don't have to watch through the whole frustrating part. Unless they want to watch that, then you know, there is that option too. So finally we can play the game. Get out of here. So well, thanks guys for sticking around. That's super frustrating for me. It's good to know I'm not totally abandoned when I'm in a pinch like that. I don't know, dude. I said I was gonna finish it tonight, so however long it takes, I suppose. I mean, if I gotta dink around too much with a lot of little things, and maybe, but I'm not sure. If I can just get through it, you know, I'm just gonna push on through. See if I can get through this. See how many enemies spawn on me. Get out of the way, you little turkeys. Okay, I don't think they're gonna let me. Oh, here we go. Let's go in. I don't need to kill anything else. I'm level 99. I'm not getting anything new. Nothing new to be had here. Alright, where's the big guy? There's the big guy. You know, this is such a strange psychedelic thing. You know? Yeah, Vacos, you know, told me some of my streams are too long. He ends up doing a 7-hour stream. What gives, dude? It doesn't make any sense. There's no way I could watch the whole thing, dude. That's just way too long. Like, if I watch some of that, I'll have to come back later to watch some of that. I just, like, after, when it gets to 3 hours, it's hard for me to watch stuff. Even some of my own streams that go on for too long, it's like, okay, I'm gonna move forward to this other part here. You had a lot to do, though. To be fair, you had a lot to do, and trying to get through the Pharaohs with your guys was probably one of the hardest things to do. My episodes are too long. I don't know how that's any different, but this is technically an episode 2. It's live, but it's an episode. I don't understand how that's any different, really. It's a horse apiece, really. One's live and long. The other one isn't live and long. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe other people can argue me on that, but I could see how taking things for, you know, taking you forever to kill everything probably messed up, you know, your time to quite a degree. But this is so strange. Like, you come into this, you're kind of transported to like a different area in the world or the realm or something. I don't know what it is. How many orbs do I think well, I should probably get them all. Or as many as I can, you know. Yeah, dude, I know the difference between live and not live, but when you told me in the past that, it was like, you're upset to watch a long episode because it's long? That doesn't make sense. It's just the way you worded it in the past. It sounded like you wanted me to do shorter episodes because some of them were just too long. But even a live stream's an episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't matter, really. Final Fantasy X LP with pensions and what's pensions included? I haven't played 10 in the longest time, dude. So now I got that set. I get to go... Oh, I think I go up through here. Yeah, I think this is the way now. I gotta use the waste stones here. I gotta try to get the map action. That would help me out a lot. I have the map. All right. Okay. Wait, how many stairs are there here? 1 million? Yeah, there might be. Oh, geez. It's gonna take a while. And I'm just gonna do the greens here. I don't really need don't really need much. I don't really need the Ultima Blade. No, not really. Boom! Shoot the door. Good job. Demon shield, nice. Don't quite need it, but okay. I'll take that. Oh yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna have to do all the whoa, 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 whoa. Are these both green? Yeah. That is my cue. That is my cue. Alright, so I'm just gonna do greens because I don't really need much else. Ultima Blade's nice, but I don't know what else is here. The only thing that I could probably get is, I think, what is it? Well, I gotta go to the subterranean floor to try to get the ribbon. So if I'm gonna do the rest of that content, I probably will need the ribbon. But most of the good stuff for me, I think, is going to be on the subterranean floor. I don't think there's going to be anything I really need here. So, I think I'll just get all the green stuff and do that. So that's nice. How many more are there? We got 2. It's a very technical place to go to. There's another... That's green, I think. Okay. Oh, Dragon Helm. Oh, maybe there will be some armor pieces here that'll be good. I don't know. My book tells me where the treasures are, but doesn't tell me what they are currently, because I believe this is the international version of the game. So, I think all you really need to look at is the international maps and stuff for this game. In our universe, it means nothing. Exactly, dude. Alright, I gotta be very careful because my camera view does not let me see above. just below. $100 floors? Well, you do skip some of them. Back here, dude. I don't know what's up here. I'm afraid. There may be an angry pothead waiting here that's red that we can't kill. So my guys will kill practically everything almost instantaneously. Is that okay to call them potheads? Does it look like a pot in our head? Is that the wrong way to... Is that the wrong terminology? I don't know. Let me know. It's the green potheads and the red potheads. We want to kill the green potheads. Okay, I heard a... What's in here? Oh, there's no, I don't need to kill them. Just need to kill this guy. Is there a chest in here? There is a chest. But nothing all that good. Pressure cooker. Yeah, what would you call this monster if you saw it? I know that they gave it the name of brain pan. They've used brain pans before, but it doesn't look anything like the brain pans that I remember. The brain pans from 6 was a Japanese or Oriental looking floating head, you know, with the little ponytail and stuff. And I think it would cause some status abnormalities, but this is just like an armored skull with double horns and teeth. So I don't think this should be called a brain pan. I don't think it should. Well, I think that's a gun, but I have the second best gun right now. So if I found the, what is it, the Mithra, Valkos? Is it the Mithra gun that I gotta find? Oh, I gotta kill all these guys. Armored crackpot. Alright, cool, we got that one done. This side is the red one, I believe. So I don't really need it. And if I need it later, I can come back for it, so. Because I gotta do this, and then I gotta go on the Balmont and beat the game and see the ending and stuff, so. I'm trying to keep it from being a 7-hour stream. I'm just gonna go through the story here. No, man, I don't mind if you do like a long stream or stuff, but you know, just made me kind of sad. You tell me it was my stuff was too long. Too long, didn't watch. Just made me feel like you didn't care. And I was like, oh, Valkos doesn't like my long stream. If it doesn't like my long videos, you gotta make it shorter now. I was just feeling ever so sad. Can I? Oh, I can open up this door without really anything, right? Yeah, red door for green. For green crackpot. I can actually build the Gungnir too, so I think it's pretty simple to build. So I don't think I'm gonna bother trying to get it, because I've got some really good stuff. And the thing is, Balthier, he's the Ulian slash ninja, and the Mesa Blade is just the best thing in the world. So it's way better. He's way faster. If I give him like I could give him other armor too, that would put up his speed. And for ninjas, like your speed, you know, your speed is yeah, your speed is dependent upon your attack for ninjas. So the mace is way better than the spears as far as attack power and all that stuff is concerned. Don't see that being a thing. What's up here? Okay. Now there's the red one. I see the red one there. Should we kill him now? Let's kill this guy. There we go. Nope, don't need to kill him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, is that what we... Yeah, that's what we want to kill. Okay. Jeez, this place is packed tight with stuff. What's back here? Wow, this place is just littered with them now. Did you already kill him? Holy shit. And there's still more to come. Alright. I think this is the part we gotta spawn in and out, or... Let's do this, I guess. Yep. That's not even there. Can we find another one somewhere? Guess I gotta leave and come back, fight some more. Alright. Do I have to zone twice? Let's see if there's something in here. Maybe not. Nope, looks like I do have to zone twice. Did I even go down here? Nope. Can't really tell if they're going to respawn one of them or they just...
Yeah.
Okay, can we spot? Can we leave? Come back? Alright. Alright, I think that should do it. I don't think there's anything... I don't think there's any more of anything I gotta do. Yeah, I don't think so. I should probably finish it. Let's see. Here we go. Good. What's that? Oh, that's a red one, I think. Yeah, that's the red for that floor. Don't really need it. Hold on a second. Oh, jeez. Too many in a row. Don't tell me I gotta do a million more. I hope not. Hope it just, couple for here, because that other one was a long one, actually. It was a very long one. That one looks red. I don't know if I want to fight this one right now. Because I think my characters are immediately going to go and fight the other ones. Let's speed this one up. So yeah, I'm gonna target the red probably. I'll come back to it at the end if I have to, I think. Let's do it like that. Well, there's a green. I'm afraid my characters are gonna just go and fight all of them right there. Let's move over here. Let's fight this little dude. Hopefully. Just pick on one side at a time here. One tiny little side.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. We'll get through this pretty easily. I don't know. There's a lot of floors here. No, 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 no. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So many of these brain pans all over the place. Alright, can we come over here and fit in this little corner? Maybe just not fight that guy? Yeah, dude. Jeez, Redis is like ready to go kick some ass. Really? Wow. Oh, okay. We're all done with those. Let's go back. Let's make sure everybody doesn't have knots of rust, because that doesn't really matter. Let's change this though. This could be something different. Maybe we'll do... Well, I want to do a ranged attack, but he doesn't have enough magic damage to do much right now. Or he doesn't have enough magic potentiality to do anything with that, so let's see if we could do... what could we do? Fuse. I don't have Nuki Sand for him, so yeah, that'll be good for him actually. I really would like to do like a fight everybody for him, but you know with that with the sword he's got, it's just too much. Might as well just stick to that.
Yeah.
Where did you come from? Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see, how's this gonna go here? I got enough to keep pushing, so... I think I overdid it. I don't know. Hopefully not. Oh, I'm surprised he killed me like that. What is this guy? Let's dispel him. Okay, we got through that. I don't know if there's any more. Kinda hope not. What do we gotta do here? Nice. Save point. Okay, so we just take the elevator up, and I think that's all there is to it. We're gonna activate the elevator first with something. Oh, I think there's more of those pillars. I gotta pop something into the pillars here. Wait, I'm supposed to give up something here, aren't I? Right? Or not. Or maybe it's the next door. The way they drew this is so confusing. As far as this map is concerned, it just seems a bit confusing. Black mask, it's always welcomed. And a reflecting mote, I'll take it. Alright, so can I move on to... I don't know. Open the door. Open the door. Alright, I'm gonna go take a leak and I'll be back real quick and then I'll finish this fight up. Okay. Redis. Did he only have rust? He only had that the whole time. Well, that explains a few things. Okay, he's gone. That was pretty easy. This is a really strange creature to fight. Looks like half an alligator and half a shark. Yeah, kind of looks like that to me. Well, at least they polished the floors. That's some pretty good upkeep. Is that water? Looks like polish. Oh, okay, I can hear water. Look like a polished floor. Alright, cool. We finally made it to here. I think I'll have to... Is this where I do the altar thing? No, maybe not. Maybe giving up one of my skills is at the next part. So we'll see. There's some treasure there. That's not much. Let's see what this is here. And that's not much either. Wait, is wealth just money? Because I could do this. I have plenty of cash. I could probably do that. I could probably do that, actually. That wouldn't be too bad. Oh, items. No. That could be helpful. Oh, knowledge is what I want. That's right. Yep. That's the key. Because I have a book. So, I won't, Right, so where is knowledge? Pop some knowledge and get moving. I think this place is pretty cool in concept with how they put it together. Like, oh, you have to sacrifice this or sacrifice that to move forward. You have to do these little puzzles. I think the puzzles are nice for this. but it does take a while. I wish if they were going to put you in a dungeon like this, they'd make it a little brighter, put a little more color to it, or something like that, because you know how long this one takes. I mean, Veracity, you know how long it took you to do it the other night. You know, to go through it, especially in weak mode. It's like this place could be a little more colorful, maybe red with some, you know, yellow or blue with some, I don't know, some other colors in here. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see. Let's go save her up fast though. I mean, it does change color here, or else it just gets darker. But let me offer something. So where am I? Can I go in these doors now? Oh. Well, that's pretty easy. Do I need to do any mother altar things, or just go up? I don't know. Okay, so top right. Top right should be my way up. I don't know what floor I'm on. Am I on 62? Oh, it says on the top right. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Bottom right. Does that swing around? Yes, it do. Okay. Right it is. Where'd you go, Nick? Did you have to go?
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Yeah, I don't remember fighting too many liches in here.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's a chest here. Ah, just a stupid high potion. Don't need that. Okay. 63. That's left. That's all I need to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that makes it easy. Let's just go this direction then. Did I just get a Gungnir? I think I just got a Gungnir from him. What did he... It looked like it started with a G. He dropped it. But it went so fast. I did get a Gungnir. He just drops it. That's nice. Yep, that's good. But the mace is way better. I wish the Mesa was a two-hand, you know, two-sworded ninja blade. That would have been a lot nicer to see. Just one ninja blade. Just seems kind of empty, you know. And here, save crystal, one-way door. Well, that's easy. All right. We're gonna get through this. Yeah. I think we got like probably like two parts. One part's like jumping around with portals. It's basically the same thing as Final Fantasy I's Castle of Trials. It's basically that. And, we're going to the bottom here. Alright. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing good? I don't know. This guy might go down fast. Probably should do this first. You. Let's dispel him. Take off all this haste. Let's see. Never mind. I don't need to. Aw, you're just a little pussycat. think if I had a basement, I would probably tile my basement like this. This is a really nice mosaic here of stone. That was really cool. You know, that'd be really cool if somebody actually did something like that. Took one of these Final Fantasy floors and, you know, did some brickwork. Maybe a basement or something, I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. Did I miss a treasure? Oh. Okay. He's already angry against me. Well, let's see if we can steal some from him, because if I could steal... Because some of these guys I actually do probably want to steal from. If I could steal some really good stuff, I could make some better equipment, because they actually hold really good items. Let's just change this to steel. That way I don't have to keep doing too many things. Alright, Balthier, you gotta stop that, man. You gotta stop all that stuff. You just gotta steal, man. That's all you gotta do before this guy's dead. Okay. Alright, good. He's out of the way. That's good. And it's on the other side. Alright, 67. We're going up. Going up in the world here. And get up to... Yikes, this one's confusing. Where'd you go, Nick? You working again? So, did I go back? There's no way I went back down. Oh, I think I just use a waystone here. I think the waystone is all there is. I don't know if there's another chest in here. It's probably just a big dead zone. Let's just go up. I could find it later if I need to. I don't think there's much here though. There's a few things. Like the Ultima Blade would be good, but I don't need it so much because the Mazmune has a faster attack ratio, which I prefer. So I like the Mazmune. You know, putting all the Gene armor on with the Mazmune, it's a very good sword. It's a very good way to go about it. Oh yikes, all these stupid bombs. I might be able to kill them all. I think this one only really depends on where I go first. So let's see which one it is first. So it's the back one here on the left. It'll take me forward. Then the top back one, we'll do it too. If you make too many mistakes in this though, it'll send you to a timeout zone where you're gonna be punished. A bunch of random undead monsters. You can get the map that way though, so you can do it for the map. I don't know if I really need anything here though. There's a dragon whisper. Well, I mean, the book says dragon whisper, but I don't really need much. So the top, back one here. Are you guys done killing them? Thank you. All right, so the green one here. Okay, so where is here, and then I gotta do top left one.
Yeah.
Well, I might actually be going to that naughty zone because I don't remember which one I was supposed to take here. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, there's the waystone here. Or maybe not. Apparently I might have missed a Fool's Facade somewhere. Yeah, I think I might have missed a Fool's Facade. Let's do... I don't know what you want to do. What's this code? I think I have to do the one that I did. Okay, I may have screwed this up. I might have to pull back to a different spot. I don't know where it's going to send me. Or else I just pick one of them and it just sends me there. Could be that. Yeah, that could be it. Sure. Pick this one. Alright, so where am I? Am I in a whole new spot?
Yeah.
I think I'm in a whole new spot. Oh! Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out of here. Boom! Whoa. Okay, nobody touched that. Thank you. Okay. Am I done with the mazes? It'd be awesome if I was done with mazes. I'm done. I'm done with all the mazes. That's fantastic. Elixir. I don't think I need to press that right now. No. I don't think I pressed that at all. Where am I at? Oh! And that should be it. So, before I go in here, actually I'm going to... I'm going to pop a float mote. So that's going to be very helpful for her here. And we'll get going. Where's my float motes? Don't tell me I used them all. Did I pass it up? Oh, here we go. You still there, Valkos? I don't know. We're going to fight basically all the bosses. I'm here. I'm there, man. Totally there. This stream isn't going to be as long. I mean, well, most of the first part is all technical difficulties, but oh man, I think I'll just keep people in to watch close to the part where I'm starting to make some real progress in the game. I'll make a little keynote in my description once I finish editing. I wonder if he's gonna get to pull off his basic, his super attack. probably has stuff on him. Let's take that off. This is gonna go down so fast. Oh man, so satisfying. Last time was challenging, this time it's time to relax and just enjoy killing things very, very quickly. I had so many challenging things last time, and then if I do the trial mode, it seems like if I do almost anything super challenging, I've got more people wanting to watch and this and that, the other thing. But yeah, chill stuff, not so much. Doesn't seem like it. I don't know. I think this is fun. I think to come through here after you've already put in a lot of work and effort to beat the game, do the best you can, you know, and then get an easy mode after that. I've always liked that, even with Chrono Trigger and other games that have New Game Plus, you know. You know, so the only gun is the Antares? Let me see. Let me type something in there, because chat goes crazy if nobody says anything for a while. That's the one update I think they have to do. I think they have to do that. So I've noticed that too. If nobody says anything for a while, then it'll start rotating between other things to make it look like there's chat going on if there's no chat. So I would say, Valkos, you picked the more popular version with the weak mode. Yeah, I would say that is a bit more popular. I was kind of hoping people would stick around just to hang out and chat about Final Fantasy and stuff like that, but I guess it can't be helped.
The din of the mist grows greater.
The Suncrest must be near.
Hopefully it doesn't give me a double feed.
I wonder if she'll really do it. Take revenge against the Empire. I mean, I know how she must feel. It's hard, losing someone you care about.
Something we all got in common.
But you know, no matter how hard we try, we can't change the past. There's nothing that can bring them back. Still, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see them so clearly.
Illusions of the past. You think to have cast them off, only to find them years later, unwearying, unrelenting. The past can bind a man as surely as irons. Cut the true path. But will she?
Is there a treasure back here? Because I know that they kind of... this is a really weird part. You don't get to explore this because the cutscene pushes you through it. Technically, you should have covered this area, though. Just because, but... Okay, well, Mega Elixir's nice. I'll take it, I guess. Why not? You know, I think I remember there is a Fool's Facade here. Unless I'm losing my mind, I think... No. Maybe I am. I thought there was a Fool's Facade here, though. I could find more treasure. Because this is a long walk with nothing to do. Let's see. Anything? Really? That's crazy. I really thought there'd be something here. I thought there was last time when I was here. I don't know. Well, I guess that's it. So Vakos, what you think, dude? You think this guy? How fast do you think this battle's gonna be over with? So I've got the ×2 up because I want to see what it's like in ×2. Well, how fast do you think it's gonna be?
So this is the Sun Crest.
King Wraithwall stood here. With this sword, he cut the Sun Crest and took its power in his hand.
But you're going to use the sword to destroy the Sun Crest. Aren't you, Ash?
Don't interrupt me, Vaughn.
Lord Rattler.
You want revenge? You would have me use the stone? You would have me destroy the Empire? Is this my duty? Is this what you want? I cannot.
Why do you hesitate? Take what is yours. The Crest is a blade. It was meant for you. Wield it. Avenge your father. Yes, it was I who wore Bash's face, who cut down the life of Dalmasca. Lady Ash, your father's murderer is here.
You and Rex!
I slew your king. I slew your country. Do these deeds not demand vengeance? Yes, good. Find your wrath. Take up your sword. Fight, and serve those who died before you.
A Judge Magister there was. 2 years passed. He took in his hand the Midlight Shard, stolen from Nabradia, and used it not knowing what he did. And Nabudis was blown away. Sid ordered this of him, to learn the Nethicite's true power. That man swore never to let such terrible power be used again. He forsook his Judaser's plate and his name.
Judge Zekt.
It's been too long, Gabranth. Reach out your hand, Lady Ash. But remember, that which you must grasp is something beyond revenge, something greater than despair. Something beyond our reach. Try as we might, Gabranth, history's chains bind us too tightly.
No, we cannot escape the past. This man is living proof. What is your past, daughter of Damaska? Did you not swear revenge? Do the dead not demand it?
Rassler, my prince, our time was short. Yet I know this. You are not the kind to take base revenge! The Rassler I knew is gone.
You are our saint, Ashalia Benagan. You must use the Nethicite. You must be the one to straighten history's weave.
I am no false saint for you to use.
Ash.
In all Dalmasca's long history, not once did we rely on the Dusk Shard. Our people resolved never to use it, though their need might be dire. That was the Dalmasca I wanted back. To use the stone now would be to betray that. I will destroy the Suncrest. I will discard the stone.
You claim no need of power? What of your broken kingdom's shame? The dead demand justice!
You're wrong.
Huh?
What would change? I can't help my brother now. My brother's gone. He's dead.
Even with power, we cannot change what is past. What is done, is done.
Yet without power, what future can you claim? What good a kingdom you cannot defend?
Then I will defend Queen and Kingdom both.
Ha! Defend? You? You who failed Landis and Dalmasca. What can shame hope to keep safe? Your shield is shattered. Your oaths poison those you would protect. Hear me, Bosh. Do not think killing the Kingslayer will win you back your honor. When you abandoned home and kin, your name was forever stained with blood.
I haven't really seen. Oh my gosh, he's dead way too fast. I couldn't even cast a spell on him.
So you, too, would leave your debts unpaid.
Enough of this! I can bear no more. You disappoint me, Gabranth.
What?
He trusted you. When you bared steel against the princess, you forswore your obligations to your emperor. You shame yourself and make mockery of Lord Lars's trust. You are unfit to serve him as sword or shield, and so I release you from that service. Your presence is neither required nor welcome. Gabranth!
You were only a tool of this Venar.
How quaint. We are allies. The Acuria give men power as a master feeds his dog. It is meant to tame us. How well you've resisted their wile. By turning your back on their stones, you give us free hand to write our own history.
And at what price? Dalmasca's freedom for your nethicite? I shall not suffer you to have it. The Sunchrist be damned!
Oh, be sure that it is! For what other purpose do you think you've brought us here? But, my lady, I would have you stay your Acurian sword. The Sunchrist is glutted with mist, and so precious a thing must not be squandered. Let us use the stone! Finish this for now! Shards of Nephesite, cocoon of the Sunchrist, spill forth your mist upon this evil east. Let sea and sky be awash in it, that Bahamut may come and drink his fill. And lo! How brightly burned their lanthorn! Casts it back the shadow of a Curian design, testament that man's history shall be his alone!
You made your nethicite for this. You mimic the Acuria stone for what? To become a god yourself?
On whose shoulders better to stand than those of the would-be gods? Ah, such high hopes I once had, but you ran and they with you. Alas, the hour of your return is late. Come, Famlin, revel in the glory of my triumph!
I think that's actually, it's actually Balthier's real
Behold
name,
the
I think.
manufactured nethicite, the fruit of our power and knowledge. See what the stone of man is capable of. Witness its power with your own eyes. Famfrit to me!
Alright, we gotta get Balthier into stealing again. Let's do this. Okay. And then, Where's Balthier? Okay. You're done with that, dude? I don't think there's anything else for you to steal in this game at all. Probably ever again. until I do some trial mode stuff, and maybe I'll try to see if I can steal something, but I guess we'll see. There we go. So Vakos, what did you think of this fight? We're doing it. Suit of armor down. Now we go for the little dude here. And take sit out. And then we'll be good. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is next time. That kind of depends on what's going on. But yeah, Wednesday I'll be finishing up Brigandine also. So I'll be done this week for a few things, and then the multiplayer is still going to keep going until that's totally done. I don't know when that's going to be done. But then these next few days that I'll have free, next week I might do maybe some kind of surprise live stream of some kind. I don't know. I had a thought for that. So I might do something like that, or if Paul wants to start something up, I might start up something with Paul next week, maybe. We'll have to see, though, you know, what his schedule's like and what he wants to do. So, yeah, but he wanted to do some LP stuff with me, so we'll do that. But I will be starting Final Fantasy 1. I know Nick was asking before about 10, and we'll see when we get to that, you know, if we can do that one. Mostly what I really want to do are the old classics. That's what I want to do. Are the old classics for the Final Fantasy series. That's kind of what I want to sort of focus on. So I might do those first before almost anything else, because I sort of like that stuff the most. I don't have to worry about his gambits all that much right now. But yeah.
You dream of death.
Sort of the plan.
Wait and
so,
die.
if you made it this far in the video, watching it right now, be prepared for some Final Fantasy stuff with the co-op, Raging Paul. More than likely, Final Fantasy 1. So, well, you're gonna see the end of Dr. Sid here. Just trying to move through here and get to the end. Yep, next week is gonna be maybe some surprise stuff. I might start up something with Paul. I'm not too positive, but yeah, that's sort of the plan for that. I was thinking about doing some of Call of Duty World War II stuff. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do the multiplayer. I might do the multiplayer, I'm not sure. it's kind of hard because I'm still kind of getting used to the game, and I'm not the greatest player at that. I'm just kind of okay. But I might do the campaign, actually, so I might do the campaign
Let him by
for World War II, so I might do something like that, because I've got
it is done.
So I might do
I
that.
have enjoyed these 6 years.
I might do that. But I could do it this week, too.
The pleasure was
I'd like to set up
mine.
a screen for people to comment and stuff, too, but I'm not sure how it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to give me extra lag. Campaign shouldn't be so bad, but multiplayer, I couldn't do like an extra screen for talking while I'm playing a game, because it'll be distracting, and it will distract the hell out of me. Some of my other friends were basically telling me stuff like, oh, we should do our pro show with, while we're playing a game. I'm like,
if you
why?
are so set
I'm
on
not gonna
running,
say anything.
hadn't you best be off?
I'm just
Fool
gonna
of a
sit
pirate.
there and focus, you know. I can't like think about how I'm gonna move through the enemy territory and kill off all the enemies while I'm having a conversation on the side. It doesn't work that way for me. You know, some people can do it. I can't. And you know, it seems like most Call of Duty videos you watch are basically just people playing Xbox, and they're just shooting a bunch of friends that just suck at the game, and they're just no good. And that seems to be what's popular.
The mist burns.
I don't have enough
To bursting.
friends
It beats.
to play against
The
to
cocoon.
show off awesome skills. So I don't think I'm going to do the multiplayer for that. I think I'll probably just stick with the single player, and just probably show you some of
The
that.
Suncrest
I might do it this
bursts.
week. I might do it next week. I'm still
You must
trying
run
to figure out what I want
as
to do
far as you can.
with that. But,
Easy, friend.
Yeah.
Hadn't
kind of
you
a
best be
update.
off? That's what a sky pirate does. You fly, don't you?
I suppose you'd better hang on then.
Ash, the sword! We have to stop it!
This part I don't totally understand. How come they're getting pushed back so much when they have the kinds of weapons that should work?
You must
For the
quit this
scenario.
place. It's reacting. I've not seen its like before. Nay, never this large. Never such threat impendent. For Nabudis.
Redis!
Is it just sheer willpower?
Redis, no!
Is how he can get by?
Judge
'Cause
Magister,
Baum and
condemn
Ash
you to
can't even move.
oblivion!
he can just run up to it. I guess it's sheer willpower, probably. I don't know what it is. That part was always confusing to me. It's gotta be, Nick. It's gotta be. Yeah, the whole Call of Duty thing, I could try the multiplayer, but I think what it comes down to is people only really watch that if you're able to kill lots and lots of people repetitiously. I think these higher YouTubers just have really bad people that play against them on the average purposefully so that they can look good, because I never find those kind of lobbies. If I do, it's once in a blue moon. To be able to murk people. Or else the Xbox just has a lot of really bad players and the PlayStation has a lot of really good players. Could be one of those two options, but I think I'll just stick with the campaign mode probably this week or next week and just do that, kind of showcase that, because I only just started the first cutscene. I never actually got to play it yet, so I'll just reverse and show the first cutscene and then play the game, I guess. Or unless people don't want to see the cutscenes, but actually I can't even skip the cutscenes, so never mind. You're gonna have to watch it if you want to see that. So yeah, I might do some World War II. I know Paul wants to do some Final Fantasy stuff, so I think if I do some Final Fantasy stuff with Paul, I'm probably going to do Sunday nights, because he can't do Monday nights and he can't do Wednesday nights, so it's probably going to end up being Sunday nights. And Valkos doesn't do any Sundays anymore because he wants a break, so I'm just going to move my Mondays to Sundays, and I don't think he's going to mind really, but yeah, because Paul plays poker on Monday nights, so he's always playing poker, and he's got something going Wednesday nights all the time, so that's going to have to be the time, I think. I think if I do something with Paul, it's going to have to be Sunday nights, and I don't know if that can get any other time. Not sure. Maybe Thursdays, but that's going to be iffy. So definitely Sunday nights for Paul to be over here. And if you want to be here for Sunday nights, we'll be doing Final Fantasy stuff. I don't know if we'll do other things. We might do other things too, because it might be interesting to play some other older games too that are more 8-bit pixel games.
Al-Cid?
We let ourselves inside. The situation is one demanding some haste, you understand?
How did you know where we were?
My little birds, they tell me many, many things. My lady, the war begins now.
Then you were unsuccessful in stopping the Rosarian fleet?
I used a variety of methods. All went according to plan until it came time to request withdrawal of our most devoted generals. In their enthusiasm for war, our great military leaders went behind my back straight to Marquis Sandor's resistance.
The Resistance?
During training, a division of the Resistance ignored their orders and disappeared. They were next found exchanging broadsides with the Imperials over Old Nabradia.
Why would they go there? They were asking to be found.
You misunderstand. Those ships must surely belong to Rosarian Division. They may have joined Ondor's resistance forces as patriots or even mercenaries, but in reality they are regulars of the Rosarian army, under direct command of our war pavilion. This fifth column has invaded Imperial airspace and provoked a response. Unable to abandon them, His Excellency the Marquis was obliged to give his main fleet the order to attack. And the battleground is Dalmasca.
Should this fight drag on, Rosaria will enter the fray. The defense of Dalmasca is their excuse, and we will have a war between empires.
Correct. They will bide their time waiting to strike until the Empire has spent itself against the Marquis. But then he will crush them and the Marquis both between his hands.
Vayne holds the Dusk Shard no longer. His advantage is lost.
Vayne has advantages enough. He stands on higher ground, and my birds tell me he has awoken something quite large. Bahamut, Lord of the Sky. There was a stirring in the mist, in the direction of Ridorana, I am told. Bahamut awoke soon after this.
It is the mist that came before the Christ was undone. It breathed life into this Bahamut. If Rethers had not stopped it when he did, how much more mist might it have drunk? All went according to Dr. Sid's designs.
Yes, the man's last great accomplishment, I fear. And so it falls to me to put an end to the thing.
Vayne commands Bahamut himself?
He comes to Rabanastar.
Then I will defend Dalmasca and stop this Bahamut. This is my charge.
That's our charge, actually.
It's our home. It belongs to us all.
And my charge is to hinder and delay this Rosarian invasion for as long as is possible. I will do what I can. Ah, yes. When this unpleasantness is done, you must come to Rosaria. I will take you to the Amber Vale of Clan Margrace. Such things I will show you. Until then, I will be waiting.
Okay, so we're done with most of the cutscenes, but yeah, Nick, Final Fantasy 1 to 15, I don't know. We'll have to see what Paul's comfortable with, because last time I was wondering if he wanted to play this game too. You know, he seemed upset. He said he didn't want to see anything, and then later on he said he just didn't want to play it. So, Paul, you gotta kind of see what he's comfortable with. I think the fact is Paul just wants to play the old games. I don't think Paul wants to play anything new. He just likes the old retro style games, and you know, some people have their comfort zones with what they want to do, this and that. So as far as him actually playing any newer content, I think what we're probably gonna see is we'll probably end up playing all the old games. I don't know if he's going to play 7 or not, but I think the fact is the ones that you can definitely play 2-player, that has some options with that, we'll probably play those. But the newer games that are mostly single-player, that have no multiplayer option, like no co-op option, that might not happen. So, yeah, I think what we'll end up seeing is we'll probably do 1 through 6. Probably. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 15. If I do those, I would probably do those by myself, because Paul is really just into the older games. He, sometimes I try to see if he wants to play a new game, and I, you know, ask him about it and stuff, and he seems like he might be up for it, but then he just doesn't seem to care in the end, so I don't think we're going to get him into the newer stuff. Because he's about as old as I am. He's actually a few years younger than I am, so for me it's kind of perplexing why he wouldn't want to, because, you know, he's a little more into what the younger crowd would want to do, but he likes the old stuff. And I don't blame him. I like the old stuff too better in a lot of ways. I do like 12 a lot, but I haven't really, like when I did the co-op with Valkos, we had so many views and so many people talking about it and stuff, and it was a struggle, because it was so challenging in the fact that we both had different ideas as to how to play the game, and we ended up coming out on top though, you know, and taking down most of the challenges. You know, put our team through the ringer. We took down all the hunts, and just slaughtered pretty much everything. The trials, I think we got to Ultima, and then she got unbearable, and she kept doing this particular thing over and over again, and I just couldn't think about what it was, you know, or what was needed to kill her. And even this last trial too, that was kind of tough, because I don't know how many hours it was into playing the game, but I think after so many hours I just get burnt out. I'm just tired. It's like, okay, are we gonna be done yet? In the trial modes, if you just go through them the whole time, they're challenging, but to constantly be challenged for hours on end, I don't think that's really my style. I like to take a break sometimes. That's why I like the older games like Brigandine. Brigandine, I like that a lot, because I can put the controller down and, you know, think about my decision, take some time to do that. And that's kind of why I like it. That's kind of my style. But the really fast stuff that just, it's like a never-ending, you know, string of like ultimate battles back to back to back. I think I get burned out with that kind of stuff. It's just like I don't have a break, you know. Yeah, I just don't. I don't have the freedom for a break, and I think my brain just shuts down. It's like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, this is just too much for right now. This is too much for now. And I think that's also why I like the older games the best. Like Final Fantasy VI is definitely my favorite Final Fantasy, so you're gonna see that on my channel. And Paul wants to play that too because he loves playing that game also, and you can play that co-op actually. But the Nintendo DS system, I have played one of them. There's like Crystal Chronicles I played with him, and I think with Mike too. And I don't remember if we beat it, but if I can find some offshoot Squaresoft things like that, I might do it too. If Paul wants to play Tactics again, you know, that could be a thing. But I was thinking Valkos. Valkos is even there, which I don't know if you're there, Valkos, but you know, that lemon eating guy came on, and I was wondering if you want to do a co-op with us for something. I think that'd be kind of fun, because if he could be there for that, then I could launch some kind of co-op software for something, and Paul could be there for it too, and I could have 4 people to be there. The reason being, it's easier for me to have somebody physically here to pass the controller to, you know, which doesn't convolute the lag factor. But yeah, if you see the lemon eating guy again on your stream, maybe ask him about it. Let's go to Beaumont, finish this up here. I don't even know how long I've been going for now, but it's not that long really. It's been pretty short and sweet. I think almost 1 whole hour was or no, it was like 40 minutes maybe, trying to fix a few things. But I might do some other things in between it too. But we'll probably do most of the older content that's more more Castlevania-like, with the sense it's 2D. I think Paul likes the 2D stuff better than the 3D stuff. So we'll have to see what he wants to do. But whether it's this Sunday that I start up Final Fantasy series with Paul, or the next one, I don't know. I'll have to. I guess I'll let you know on the Brigandine website, Nick, what's gonna happen with that. But it could be this Sunday, so maybe be prepared. I might do some live stuff with
the Resistance heavy cruiser.
If he's free. So we'll do some Final Fantasy
Our
stuff.
dear Cid, slain by his son. A common tale of late.
Firing solution complete. Sighting is good.
Release valves open. The nether sites are critical.
Auxiliary show clear.
Put an end to this. They have already surrendered.
Let us make of this an offering. One he might see even now. Vena, what say you?
The main battery stands ready.
I beg you.
Fire.
Why this?
Once they see that there can be no surrender, The Resistance must needs come at us with all they have. We will answer their attack head-on and destroy them, before the eyes of all Rabanastre.
If you do this, the people will only grow to hate you the more.
And should I pardon them, they will only rise up yet again.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I do not believe they would. In cooperation lies our hope. You are mistaken. You are wrong, brother.
And if I am? You had best find the strength you need to correct me then.
Ship sighted ahead! A score or more! The Resistance fleet, my lord!
Hear this! Today we write the first page of a new history. Our history. Each of you must play his part. Put down this rebellion. For Arcadia, we fight!
For Arcadia!
May fortune favor us all.
Yeah, this is the only one with the Star Wars kind of thing. They sort of do it in, is it 4? Where you can go to the moon with the airship. I don't remember which one it is, but it's either 4 or 5, but, because I always mix up 4 and 5 for some reason. But in 8, monsters come from the moon, so I think 8 and... I think it is 4, but I think 8 and 4, the ones that have moon monsters and moon stuff.
By the gods.
Yeah, these are cool movies they put in here. They did a good job with that.
Unknown ship from abaft. Could it be?
Uncle, it is I. I'm crossing to the Bahamut to stop Vane.
What are you saying? You are too rash. Your duties come after the battle is over.
If we allow them to destroy us here, there will be no after. You must assist our charge.
Stop! You must pull back. Stop the Stroll.
Hold it! I mean, wait! This is Master Solidor. I'm going in with her, so we're fine. I got the princess covered.
Larsa Solidor? So you hold him as a hostage?
No, Uncle. He will fight with us against Vane. Leave it to us.
Understood. Our fate is in your hands.
Yes.
I got the princess covered.
Lars would say that.
We're relying on you for fire support. Give them something to think about. We'll pick our moment and make our move.
Is this the only Final Fantasy that are that far advanced? It's like a future scenario.
Quite the welcome.
Because a voice changer? They don't have any kind of technology like that in the other Final Fantasies that I know. But I haven't played... Well, maybe 13 could be, but I haven't played 13, so I don't really know if 13 is more advanced than this. And I haven't played 15 either, so 13 and 15 are the two I haven't gotten to play yet. I'm not sure I want to play 13. Not a lot of people said anything good about 13. There was almost nothing good said about 13, actually. I don't remember reading a single good comment about it.
Come on. Come on.
And I think I heard too, 13 had an action-based combat. It wasn't like you could wait or anything. And I don't really care for the action-based combat.
Vayne will be in the fortress's command tower. I saw something of the like on our way in here. Right above our heads.
We need not fight all the Empire to win. If we can get to Vayne, we can put an end to this war.
Let's get going then. Find Vayne wherever he's perched and knock him off.
Alright, let me make sure I'm ready. Ready for this. Okay, that looks alright. Stone shot. I wonder if he's weak to... He might be weak to dark. You know? 13 was decent for you? Does it have like a wait mode, or I mean, do you have to keep press smash? Is it basically kind of like a Smash Brothers game, where you're just mashing the buttons as hard as you can to win a battle? If it's like that, I'm not gonna enjoy it, because that's just too much. It's too much work for me. Like even my friends that wanted me to play zombies in the new World War II thing, but there's times you have to just lead a zombie around for a while while somebody else goes and collects things. And after a while, I'm just holding this stick to the left and running. And my hand's getting tired, like tired to the point I'm just about to drop the controller. And I'm like, are we done yet? This is getting kind of boring. And you know, and then after a while, I'm just like, this is just, I don't know. I have to constantly move for like a half an hour to an hour and not take a break. And I don't have the endurance for that. At least my hands don't. They just don't have that kind of endurance. Not anymore. Get too old for this shit. I like that saying. I can't remember what movie that's from, but I don't know. I just like to have a break to do stuff. That's why I like this game, because most of the time I'm just moving a little bit, and then I've got all my stuff set to work for itself, so I don't really have to do much. You know, it's basically like setting up your you basically set up your strategy, you know, you set up your strategy and you hope that it all works out right. But sometimes you forget to change your gambits, especially in the whole trial mode is just a crazy venue, because it's always like you're changing your gambits for the next fight. Once you get to like level 60s, you gotta change all around again for the next fight, all around again for the next fight. I think that's mental. That's a mental grind to do it. You know, if you have the patience for it, that's great. I think I get too burned out too quickly, you know, and stuff like that. After some time, I just need some time to take a break. And if I'm just pausing the video and just sitting there and thinking about it for a while, it wouldn't be a great live stream. I mean, unless everybody liked that. I don't know if people enjoy watching something like that while I'm just sitting there thinking about what I'm going to do. because I'm used to watching more play, you know, like first-person shooter kind of stuff, just constant action, 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 action. I think that's what most people want to see, anyways, when it comes to that. You know, and I don't know, like if I.
The Resistance fights their battle well. We dare not fail them. We dare not falter.
Stop worrying. We just have to clean up here, and then Ash will be the queen.
It's kind of hard to believe. I can't even imagine trying to rule a whole kingdom.
A queen might always run away with the help of a sky pirate looking to raise his bounty a peg.
Active time battle?
I doubt our queen would need the help of any sky pirates.
Do you really think me as strong as all that?
Who said anything about strong?
So you only control one character.
You got good friends.
Just one character overall. If that's the case, and I'll probably play it. And that's what I've heard so many people ask me to play that, and it's been like not every year, but there's been plenty of people that have asked me to play that. Not even for live streams and stuff like that, but just in general. Like, have you played Parasite Eve? Oh, you should play Parasite Eve. There's so many people ask me to play that. Yeah, I'm just so surprised. Like that comes up so much in my life. People have asked me that so many freaking times. It's not bad to ask me that, but it's strange how many times I get asked that question. Have you played Parasite Eve? You should play that. It's a really good game. You gotta try it. You know, I'm just amazed. I hear that so much. It must be that good of a game if throughout the years I hear people actually ask me that. It's gotta be if that's the case. Yeah, I might give that a try. Does that have some kind of two-player option? Is there a way for that? To do that? So it's just your leader you gotta keep alive, nothing else?
So you have lived.
I am Judge Magister. Even in disgrace, my just reward for aiding the empire that destroyed my homeland.
Gabranth, do not blame yourself anymore.
You confound me, brother. You failed Landis. You failed Damaska. All you were to protect. Yet you still hold on to your honor. How?
I had someone more important to defend. And defender I have. How is it that you have survived? Is it not because you defend Lord Larsa?
Silence! All was stripped from me. Only hatred for the brother who fled our homeland remains mine. Tell me, why do you forsake that which you must hold most precious?
I do as I must, brother. Or is that not answer enough?
You know, I think the cover art to this game is actually based on the Gabranth right there.
Look, Bush, your friends die, as
Probably
they
everybody
must,
knows that,
for surely you cannot protect
I've
them.
always wondered what judge it was there.
Know now the despair you
I think it's gotta
have
be
taught
Gabranth.
me.
It's the two swords, you know.
Your life ends at my blade.
Did he just Aya slash me? He Aya slashed me. Oh, that's funny. Dude just slashed me. Bye. Thanks for playing. Oh man, I wonder how they would have made the game though, if they didn't like try to portray him as a twin, because initially the Japanese just wanted him to be the protagonist, where Bosch was at fault, but then I guess something happened, and I don't know if they wanted to appeal to Western culture or whatever.
I would ask you the same.
Make a good guy versus a bad guy thing. I don't know the whole story, but I thought I remember there's something about Bosch was supposed to be the one that betrayed, and then now there's Gabran.
I have no right to.
I don't know if somebody knows more about the story for that. Let me know. But I remember hearing about that.
And reclaim it.
Oh, the Chrysler Tower? It's meh, but okay enough. Well, that's the first time I've heard somebody say that specifically. I've always heard people saying good things about it. Come on, Gabranth, we're going up. You're coming with us. Oh, chickening out now. Oh, Veracity 2. Okay. I'll have to take a look at that. I might alternate some stuff with Paul,
I bid you
Raging
welcome
Paul.
to my sky fortress.
Maybe he'll want to play some of those other games too. I know he wants.
I must
think he wants to play
apologize for
Shining
my
Force, so
delay
you might
in
see
welcoming
his
you
favorite
aboard
game
my
on
ship.
channel with that. So he just doesn't like grinding. But I told him, I said, hey,
to ask.
You know what you're doing. You're gonna need to do it.
Who are you?
Want me to grind for you?
An angel of vengeance?
I don't know. I mean,
or
you really want to
perchance
play
a
the game.
saint of
You have to
salvation?
put in the grind for all the stuff that you want to grind for. So
I am simply myself. No more and no less. And I want only to
I
be
don't know if
free.
you've heard of Shining Force, Valkos or Nick.
Such a woman is not fit to bear the burden of rule. Weep for Dalmasca, for she is lost. Observe well, Asa. Watch and mark you the suffering of one who must rule, yet lacks the power.
No. No, brother. I will not. Though I lack your power, I will still persist.
Bold words, child.
Lord Lhasa.
Alright, I'm gonna slow this down because this is the very, very end. So once we get to the cutscenes where they're doing all the music and stuff, I'm literally gonna almost mute it to the point that they don't try to copyright me for any BS that happened last time.
Your lives are forfeit, and your insurgents with them. Dalmasca will again
That was
know
dumb.
order.
They
For
gave me
good and
copyright strike for
all,
the
I
music,
shall bring your
and I could,
futile attempts at
pretend it,
rebellion to
and
an
they're
end.
like, oh no, it's cool. Don't worry about that. Like, where did that even come from then? Like, why would you do that
What am
to
I
me?
to do with those who would
Why would
oppose
you
me?
do that to me, man?
But show them death.
I'm showing other people the game so they might want to play it. They could see it. They can play it. Don't put copyright strikes on me so nobody can see it. And then they actually took out most of the audio. So there's no audio for the end there. Valkos in the last one. If you actually watch the redo of the video, us talking and one of those parts is just totally cut out. They're playing through the game and stuff. They cut out like the whole damn thing.
Lord Brother!
Larsa!
Yeah, go rewatch it. Go rewatch it. What I put up was a copy of what they gave back to me to use, which I had to rename, which was total BS. So go watch it. Watch the ending.
Manufactured nethicite.
Behold the power left me by our fallen friend. Gabranth, you will defend my brother. He will have much need in the hell to follow.
Yeah, I like these games, and they went ahead and put
Yes,
copyright strikes on
I will
the music
defend Lord Larsa
to it. Like, oh, you can't, you know.
The hound's
copyright
trace.
strike. It was 2 different copyright strikes.
Treason
for the
bears
music.
a price.
It's in the game. We're talking while the
One
music's
I
playing,
gladly
so the music
pay.
can't really be heard that well because it's got our voices mixed up with it. So it doesn't make much sense. I've seen other YouTubers do this stuff too. They don't get copyright strikes on it. Why I would get it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, really. You know, I'm showing the game in front of people, stuff like that. So I think here, you know, I could probably do this. This might be better. Let's just turn the music off so they don't copyright strike it, you know, and we'll just leave the voice and stuff on. If the voice still does the music, then I'm gonna have to turn the whole thing off. But yep, just so that they're happy. But, we'll do it like that, I guess. Why not? I don't know. It's really sad. You know, we want to show off a game that helps promote them, gives them income, and they want to stab you in the back. What is that? How does that make sense? I don't get it.
Ivalice will know a new dynast king, and man will keep his own history. The tyranny of the gods is ended. We are their puppets no more. The freedom for which we have longed is at hand. Those that flow to me shall perish.
Well, they won't have the music. I turned the music off. So all I've got is the voices and the sound effects. Because the music is what got copyrighted for that. So the whole song, the score for the music is what got copyrighted. So if I go and just turn it off, you know, pull it all the way down, I could turn it up just slightly. We could find out if it gets a copyright strike or not. Maybe if I turn it on just a little bit. But their voices were booming the last time. So maybe I'll turn down the game volume itself too. We'll find out. Find out. Let's turn it down about halfway. I think that should be good. And we'll find out. I'm gonna test out Squaresoft, see what they do here. This is a test. This is only a test. Whoa, that's cool.
Even a stray has pride.
Carol, I got the music to
pay my debt.
Tiniest bit you can possibly have. If I can hear, once we get to the music part, and if I can hear it, and it's even remotely loud, I'm gonna have to just mute that whole part, so it doesn't all get cut out. So my voice doesn't get cut out too, because my voice is integrated into this recording right now, along with whatever else is playing in the background.
Bush, tell me, he is a good master? Aye.
Okay, I guess we got one more battle here. One more battle, then we're done. One more battle.
Venna! I have failed us both. I am no Dynast King. You must find another, one who might realize your ambitions.
They are fulfilled beyond your knowing. The Christ is sundered. Age of Stones complete. From the Undying Ones, the world is freed. You shall not tread this path alone. Together we go. Come.
Looks like Hulk took steroids. He looks like a Hulk on steroids. 'Cause even the Hulk doesn't have that many veins.
To learn what has happened here. History begins anew.
You know, if we weren't here, he would just tear apart his own ship with his own power and then fall down and die. And that would be a funnier way to show this, actually. So is he supposed to be sort of representing the Phoenix? Is that what he's trying to represent? Or is he representing an angel? Or what, he's like a mecha Hulk with like this woman head mask. And it's really cool looking, but I don't know what he's supposed to represent. I really can't say. Do I know his hit points? He's got haste, so let's get rid of that. So he represents Balmont. Okay. Balmont never had like metal wings, but I guess he sort of has to have them because it's the Undying's taking from the ship and giving to him, you know? So, I guess it sort of makes sense. Just wish I knew what his hit points were, because I can't even tell even remotely, not even a little bit. Oh yeah, he does like one really, really good attack that could totally kill me off, even at this level. Because last time we played it, I was maxed out, and he damn near killed me sometimes. He's got some good attacks. So Vakos, you're gonna struggle even on him. I'd say even more than just the regular little toy soldiers you're gonna have to fight. This guy. This is gonna be your you know, your thing here. What's this do? Oh, not too bad. Yeah, that's true. Piercing Dispel guy, you dork. What do you got, faith on? That's gotta go. Ready's enraged. Did I? Okay, that's gotta go too. Okay, so he's gonna go back and forth between this. I might have Fran just cast instead, and you're done with spelling, man? Yeah, me too. I was trying to spell a word today, and I just brain farted all over it. I can't remember what word it was I was trying to spell. I was like, geez, I cannot spell this word. Oh, yeah. I was trying to type in analyze. And I was like, why can't I remember how to... You know what? Autocorrect and Google has spoiled me so much that I need to like practice my grammar some more without the computer. I have to go back and relearn so many things now. I feel like I'm being spoiled too much. When I grew up and I would, you know, when I was in school, they had us do like math, you know, without calculators all the time for anything. Like you could, if you went home and you wanted to do problems, you could use a calculator, but I could barely ever use a calculator in class. So and I got pretty good at math actually, and that helped me out. So I think I'm gonna have to... Is he weak to dark? I know, technology is really cool, but I feel like I'm getting dumber because of it. I feel like it's catered to me so much. Everybody just hands me the answer all the time that my brain doesn't even work to try to figure anything out anymore. It's like, really? You know, and that's the reason why I like playing Brigandine, and I like playing some strategy games, because it helps me stay sharp, you know? I feel like now it's kind of hard to be smart when you have everything telling you, like almost everybody's answer for anything is, you could just Google it. Just Google it. That's all I hear from anybody whenever I ask any kind of question. It's like, well, you know something about this. Could you just tell me? Like, yes, I could definitely Google it, but it's only going to give me the top list of options that it wants to propose as far as what's popular, but that doesn't mean that those popular sites are the best. So my question to you is, if you have the answer, please give me the answer instead of telling me to Google it. It's almost like a slap in the face to somebody, like, just Google it, when you're asking them and they're sort of an expert on the subject. You know, it just seems like if you know a lot about the subject, tell them, give them, you know, maybe help them out a little bit. Yeah, Nick, I know. Yeah, I hear you, Nick. Makes a lot of sense, really. I think he has a paling up right here. But yeah, staying sharp to things, it's important. Games are fun, but I think, and even like regular, you know, real situations with other friends and people, it seems like you gotta kind of start to think for yourself sometimes, and try to, I don't know, do things for yourself that help you stay sharp, that help you focus, you know, because I think schools are good, but they can only take you so far. You know, that's the reason why I like watching people play chess. I like watching people play strategy games. I like watching people do interesting things that make them think. You know, because then it's like, okay, well, now you have to put what you've learned to the test. You know, you have to put what you've learned on the line now. So it seems like with people just constantly spamming the word, like, just Google it, it just sounds like either you don't know or you don't care. And it would be nice to see more people care, because I understand a lot of people aren't going to know everything. There's plenty of games I've played I don't know anything about. There's plenty of things I've done that I don't know anything about. I'll still try it, but, you know, that's my 2 bits. I'll be done. I gotta see if this guy's weak to dark, because he's taking 0 damage from something. So whatever that is, I don't know what that is, but I gotta do something here. Let's see if I can find his stats. Let's see if we can kill him stat, maybe. It's Arcadian. Okay. Really? Bosses, you don't give me Vayne? Vayne is not in this boss section here. Is he at the very end? The Undying. Half weak to holy. Okay, so dark isn't going to do me any good. Okay, let's change it up here, buddy. And I don't even have Ardor, so about that. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't know what spell to use on him. Thundaga maybe. Let's try this. No clue. Okay, so magic is definitely working. Dark does nothing to him, but I don't have any better spells. Unless I do, and I just passed it over. Let's see what... Thundara? I don't know what other spells to use. I don't have any other good spells. Unless I'm low, balance is like the only good one I've got. Yeah, though, like, I keep forgetting when I'm playing this is that the mist, apparently it's a physical attack. So if he's got a paling up, he's immune to physical attacks. I can't mist him at the moment, so I'm just gonna keep doing thunder or whatever. No big deal. Unless I've got, do I have Shades of Black for you? I might. That would be better than my basic stuff. Oh. I do have this though. You know, yeah, bro. Oh, geez, no, this won't work with physical because Gil is physical. Ah, I was hoping that would be great, but unfortunately, techniques are counted as physical attacks here. What do we have for motes, though? I have 4 holy motes, but that's about it. Let's do scathe motes. Sure. Okay, he took damage there. Ascension? I don't even know what the hell that is. Looks bad. Didn't he just do this one, though? Is he immune to my holy mote? Alright, so now it's magic. So now I can throw my money at the problem. Finish it up. This is almost the same attack that Squall has. Do you remember Squall? What is it? What is his special? It's called, like, blaster sword. He puts his sword. He puts his gun sword in the air, collects all this energy, and it just pulls it down on you, and it's just this big ray beam of attack that just wombo combos you. I remember that. All right, we don't need that. You can do what you're doing, and you can just throw money. The assassin arrows won't kill him, so this would be better. Really? Come on, you had... I thought you were... Did you just instantly change back to magic defense? Oh no. No, this is the last fight. We'll just go any Shades of Black. I like Squall too. There's so many people that didn't like Squall, but I like Squall. Cloud is okay, but I've always liked Squall better. The whole whatever theme is just reminiscent of my generation. I think it's really cool. It's fun. It's whatever. This guy's got so many different attacks. I think he has more attacks than any boss I've seen. Hot damn, that's powerful. Did that just say his magic shield is down? Because I don't even know. Oh, we'll figure it out. Whatever. Dude, Balthier. You're Libra. We don't need it. We don't need it. What are you doing, man? Dude. Balthier. You need to, I don't know, go do some fighting or something. This is getting ridiculous. Why is he constantly casting Piercing Dispel Guff? All the time, man. There we go. Nice job. Well, just for the fans' sake, we should probably do the right camera angles and stuff. There we go. Good job. Good job. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a beer while he's exploding. By the time I come back, he'll be fully disintegrated. Pound it, Nick. And Vacos, if you're there. Give me a nice pound. Finally beating the game here. No, we need her to do a little bit of a shake. You know. She is the prettiest woman in this game. Yeah, fist bump you guys, and whoever else is here that's watching, just wants to watch. Yeah, the volume is a little low. Ah, well. That's what I can do. I'm just gonna leave it like that, and we'll see if Square Enix wants to copyright strike me. Actually, it wasn't Square Enix. It was the song. It was the people that did the vocals for the musical score at the end here that gave me that. But 2 different ones they gave me. I was like, really? Seriously? I'm going to push through this stuff because I'm talking through most of these cutscenes and stuff, and I never claimed any of this, and I never monetized any of this stuff. So it's like, are you seriously going to give me a hard time on this? You can see that I don't have a single video on my channel monetized at the moment. So, why are you crying? Don't get on my case. There's plenty of other people that monetize every single video they have. And if they want to, that's up to them, you know. But I don't need to. My other channel has a few things monetized, but I can look at the revenue on it, and it's just not realistic to make a living off of. you'd have to have a lot of subscribers. You'd have to be very pop culture censor, pop culture, what's the word for it? You do everything that the majority likes to do, and yeah, then you could probably make a living that way. That's what a lot of people don't really tell you when you're you know, you're trying to figure out how to make money off of YouTube. You got to be very popular. You have to do what everybody wants to do. So you have to do, like, you know, you sort of have to be in the middle, be on the popular side of things all the time. No questions asked. And you got to be consistent. So those three things, you do that, and then you could probably make good money off of YouTube. Possibly from the ads. I think mostly now people don't care about the ads, and they want the Patreon, and they want other things that can work for it too. But yeah. A moment of silence. No, I'm just gonna talk over most of the music, because last time I wanted to hear a little bit of it, but we did talk somewhat, and me and Valkos were talking a bit, so it wasn't like a total, you know, silence thing. At least I don't remember, Valkos, unless you could correct me on that one, but it was just crazy. But I don't know. This is a really cool part, though. I love seeing the Balmot try to land on the magic shield around the city. Because the magic shield is supposed to protect from, like, bombardment and stuff. They have the, like they showed it in the beginning of the cutscene from Final Fantasy XII. They have all the little priests in the shrine, you know, chanting their ooh, you know, and then they creates this barrier around the shield, so nothing can get through. Like, that's going to do any serious damage. Yeah. So they can only chant for so long before their prayers aren't heard anymore, and then the structure comes crashing through, and then just blows everything up, and then, you know, that's it. So they get worn out. They don't have as much endurance either. No, I don't understand.
I hope you haven't forgotten my role in this little story. I'm a leading man. You know what they say about the leading man? He never dies. Let's fly. Fred, power to the glossary.
It's a pretty cool moment, though. I just don't get why Fran loses so much energy. So much. She's like connected to the mist. The whole story with the Vera connected to the mist. They're connected so much so. It's like it's almost like they're part mist. Because there's this other part where she breaks free of her chains where she shouldn't have been able to, and fights Vossler. She kind of helps out with that. Maybe that's the point. Maybe the Vera are more special because they're part, you know, they're part animal, they're part bunny. And because their connection to nature, because they're half this and half that. You know, their connection to the nature of the mist. You mean Balthier drained her? Well, Balthier has that effect on everybody, but I would say she has more, I don't know, but that, I don't know. I like Balthier a lot, actually. And I came to find out that to play this game, if you want a good ninja, he's the guy that you have to make as ninja, because his stats grow the best for speed. And for ninjas need the most amount of speed to be the best. So I don't know if it changes so much if once you get 99. I don't know if there's a lot of differences between all the characters at 99. You might be able to make another really good ninja at 99 too, but from just looking at the stat growth, it looks like he gets the most amount of speed over anybody, and that's what ninjas need the most. So it seems to me like he's the best ninja. He would be the best for that, for the Sakari class. But you know, another part of this that I think is interesting is that Final Fantasy VI is a lot like this, in a sense that Terra is a part human and part Esper. You know, Fran is part Vera and part human, but, you know, her Vera side does come into play to help them out at times. Her connection to the natural source of energy. I sort of like that. Here's my homework assignment. Okay. It looks to me like Ash is possibly missing Bosch right here. Because it looks like if somebody could fill the role of her dead husband, it probably would be Bosch. But Bosch wants to make this commitment to his twin brother to fulfill a need, you know, fulfill sort of brotherly contract, I would say. Dying man's request, what have you. You know, another thing is too that I wanted to kind of talk about is that it seems like it seems like when they show the floating stones, you know, people kind of talk about the devices used to move the pyramids and move the rock, you know, that place the pyramids into place. A lot of people say that they were just kind of built, but it's really hard to visualize that, because some people try to say that the pyramids are built by flooding it and then letting the bricks rise, but the height of that is crazy high. They try to fill that with water. But like in Final Fantasy, there's so many floating places. Like Final Fantasy 1 is the floating city. That's almost kind of portrayed in outer space. Most Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy 14, has floating areas that these crystallized rocks lift the actual, you know, place off the ground. Makes me kind of wonder, maybe the developers of Final Fantasy know something and they're just portraying it to us through a visual, you know, to be like, you know what, we want to tell you, but we can't. So we'll let you watch, because they show so many, you know, so much stuff like that. And I always kind of wonder, You know, it always made me kind of wonder, like, I wonder if that could actually be real. You know, you could literally levitate stone, you know, because, you know, being a Christian and listening to what, you know, Jesus would talk about in the past, like moving a mountain with faith the size of a mustard seed, it made me kind of wonder, like, what if they really did move stone? Just with, I don't know, being able to manipulate some kind of device with a different way that we're not able to comprehend right now. And they portray it in Final Fantasy so much. It's almost mind-blowing, but almost nobody ever talks about that, you know? And that's what makes me kind of wonder too, because there's been times I've commented on some other people's videos, like other YouTubers' videos about things, or, you know, I've said some things in my own videos, and it seems like they sort of, it almost, to me, it looked like Square actually paid attention to some of the things I was saying, and either put some of the stuff that I was saying into their next, you know, build for 14 or some other game or something like that. It's either that or I've been able to predict it, you know, just thinking ahead of what they're going to do, and it's like I've got a good idea. So I don't know which one it is, but I mean, especially with Final Fantasies, you look at all the floating stones, the floating cities and stuff, and they always show these crystals like carrying the weight of a freaking city, or of like an airship. Like all these airships, you see these rings moving around, whether they're magnetic or some kind of energy field that's helping levitate the whole damn thing. It's really interesting, but you know, yeah, and that's the thing, like the possibility of time travel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure either at some point in our future we'll get there, we'll be able to understand it to the point that it works. And it seems like a possibility, because it seems like almost everything we try to imagine, at some point in time, we actually build it. You know, back in the 60s, the 50s, whatever, you look at all of them talking about space travel and this and that and the other thing, and moving things through this and the other, you know, like teleportation, stuff like that. And you get to the point that, you know, now we're actually building these things, or we're trying to build these things, or we're trying to do all this stuff. I mean, look at what CERN is trying to do by doing this, you know, particle collider, which is basically what ends up happening if you, you know, create a nuclear bomb. You collide particles at such a fast rate that they rip apart. And so that could be a bad thing for CERN. They could literally just blow themselves up trying to do their experiments. Unknowingly, they'll just be like, oh, let's just rip all these particles apart really fast, and, you know, not put any, let's just make it chaotic, and boom, it goes up in flames. The Balm Garden versus Galbardian Garden. Yeah, that was a really cool part too. And I mean, they have these floating cities and floating everything, and it's typically what Final Fantasy shows like a ring. You know, in the past, Final Fantasy 1, it was, for the original Final Fantasy 1, it was just a basic airship, you know. But just the possibilities, you know, a lot of people want to scoff at ideas like this, but this is basically what the future becomes. The mad scientist decides to go and create these things, and with enough effort and time he does so, and then everybody's like, well, we already knew that. No, before you were laughing at him, but once he's created it, now you're on his side. That's just the way the popular vote goes. You know, once somebody's created it, can show it off, make it happen, then everybody's on his side. But beforehand, everybody's laughing at him and scoffing him because they want to feel like they know more than he does. But I mean, look at Tesla. Look at the things he's created. You know, look at any great scientist or great experimenter in history, and you'll see that there's so many of them that get laughed at before they create something great, that, you know, once they finally figure it out and finish it, then everybody's on their side. So I mean, just to think about this, like the past, you know, what if it was a possibility that almost makes me wonder too, that like our history is almost like Final Fantasy VI. We're sort of in the steampunk era of where Final Fantasy VI starts to take place, but thousands of years before that, we were so far advanced, but something happened and wiped us out. Someone got too much control and fucked it up for everybody. Sorry, but I almost think something like that happened. I think we're older than we want to believe we are. And just to see the pyramids, understand how perfect they are, you know, how complex they are with their acoustic sounds inside and things like that, and just being able to build all these incredible things, you know, with what we would imagine are just, you know, stone hammers and pick. I mean, just, it doesn't make sense to me. It must have been something more. And I think we forgot our history, and, you know, we want to imagine that we are the pinnacle of knowledge at this point in time, which makes sense. You always want to, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's always true. You know, there's always going to be, you know, growing up, hearing other people say things, there's always going to be someone better than you at something. And it's true. You can't beat everybody at everything. There's just no way. You know, you might have something you're really good at, but that doesn't mean that you're good at everything you do. There's always somebody better than you at some point. So to think that where we are right now, we're above everything, we might have too much pride in the fact that we only have so much knowledge of what happened in the past, you know? And that's exactly right. They're all perfectly aligned with this. I mean, to be able to do that and be only off by like, what is it, like 2 or 3 degrees or points of a degree or whatever it is, it's so perfect. It doesn't make sense. And most modern architects and things like that are just baffled by how well designed they are. So when I see stuff like this in Final Fantasy, to get back to Final Fantasy, it just makes me think, what if they're trying to portray this to us like, hey, we've been there, we've done that, you know, you can play this game, you can imagine this to have been like this, but what if they're also, by portraying this to us, questioning the status quo, you know? What if Final Fantasy, the developers of Final Fantasy, with all the things they portray to us, are actually are questioning the status quo, but most of us just want to play the game and get through it, and we don't really look at what's in the game. We don't go, that's interesting, I like that. I wonder, you know? And I think that's the cool thing about Final Fantasy is how they portray it, what they put in there. It helps you wonder, it helps you think, you know, it gives you ideas. That's the reason I like playing Final Fantasies, actually. And some of them are linear, some of them have a little more openness to them, but yeah. So I don't know if I don't know if they're going to try to copyright any of this. I've been talking through most of this. I can barely hear the volume at all as far as what's going on. But yeah, Nick, I agree with you on that one. They're all aligned. They're perfect. You know, it makes me wonder, what if they had devices that could literally make the stone levitate? You know, like subsonic sound or something like that could push the boulder just by, you know, working a machine that just pushed it with frequency of sound. You know, they have you know, sonic different sonic machines and tools now. You know, what if they did it like that? You know, trying to push that kind of stuff, it's either giants were real that just lifted it and just put it in place, or they had a machine that was far beyond what we could even do. You know, because it's crazy. And with Final Fantasy portraying little things like that, you know, like levitating castles because of crystals. The crystals give off a certain amount of energy that just push them away from what we know as gravity. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's the crystals are anti-magnetic to the Earth's magnetic field, and it floats it away. You know, what if You know, you had to dig for that kind of stone, and then once you find it, it shoots up into the air. You're like, whoa, we got to use that thing because that thing floats. And so they would try to dig for these crystals that would float, because naturally they wouldn't just be floating in midair all the time. It wouldn't make sense. They'd have to be crystallized somehow, you know, because typically like a diamond, you find it in a piece of coal and you break it out and stuff. But I don't know. I'm talking about all kinds of theory. But and Final Fantasy X too. Oh my gosh, yeah. That is such a crazy scenario. Now, Final Fantasy X wasn't my favorite. I know it's a lot of people's favorites, but I did enjoy the fact of the story that you're a dream. And a lot of Final Fantasy anime will basically go into the fact that you are a dream. Cowboy Bebop alludes to this analogy a good amount. And a lot of other, I think Japanese culture with their anime, they put that into their story, where this is all just a dream. You haven't woken up yet. And so when they put that into the game, with basically the whole game is Titus is just a dream, you know, and it's been so long. I'm not spoiling anything really, but you get to the end and it's almost like a Pinocchio story where he wants to be a real boy. Then he he realizes he's just a dream. You know, it's kind of a funny thing with that. I thought the story itself was great. His voice was so, it hurts my ears. So I didn't really care for Titus's voice. And I think that kind of put it, you know, not as high as it could have been. But I loved the fact of the story, talking about the dream. And I loved to be able to use Balmont and the other Espers to fight them, to use them directly to fight the enemies. I thought that was so great. I thought that was such a cool thing, you know, to be able to do that. And it was that was a pretty cool part about 10 that I liked, just being able to use the Espers, you know, kind of swapping things in and out throughout the game and all that. And so 10 was good. I mean, I wouldn't really say there were any bad Final Fantasy games that I played, except for 2 was frustrating, but once you figure out how to play it, you can do it well. The only problem is that you grind on one battle for so long that it's kind of annoying. So you just go into one battle and you just beat yourself up enough times that you get enough hit points that you come out of that battle and you know, you're almost maxed out. You know, I know his voice was so loud. It was too loud. I think they could have what they could have possibly done is they could have gone back into the game and lowered his voice volume to kind of match other people or be under other people's voice volumes, because it was just so very, very loud. But yeah, I think what you're going to see next, as far as Final Fantasies are concerned, is that I'll be going back to Final Fantasy 1, and I think Paul wants to play some Final Fantasies with me. So it's probably best to start off with number 1, and if we want to do some co-ops and stuff like that, we'll kind of alternate between a few other games possibly. But I'll see what he's comfortable with, because it really depends on what Paul, you know, Raging Paul is comfortable with. And just the name alone, I'm sure you can realize it's not going to be a lot. So we'll see what he's comfortable playing. Maybe some people can convince him while we're playing of other things. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But definitely, I think possibly the Sunday, if not this coming Sunday, the next Sunday, we'll start up Final Fantasy 1. So we'll do a co-op of that. Valkos, if you're still there, like I asked you before, if you want to get in touch with the lemon-eating cow guy who, you know, talked with you on your channel a little bit. If he wants to do a co-op of something, let me know. Maybe we could do a 4-way co-op of some kind of game, you know, because maybe he'd be up for that. I'm not sure. But, yeah, other than that, I might do some COD World War II single-player stuff. And I might do that. And, yeah, as, you know, as everybody knows, the Brigandine Wednesdays that I have going here. The next Brigandine is going to definitely be the last one, so this coming Wednesday is going to be the final battle against Bull Noil and the Snake of Chaos. Unless they kill me, which hopefully I don't die in those battles, which, you know, what you've seen was me getting super lucky in some points, you know. So, because the Bull Noil, you can almost always win, but the Snake of Chaos fight, that is such a... You could have some terrible luck at the Snake of Chaos fight. Snake of Chaos fight is literally chaotic. It's like fighting chaos from Final Fantasy 1. You don't know if you're going to win because it's so chaotic. You have no idea. He could, like... I'm not even going to tell you about that. You'll end up seeing it, but... yeah, Valkos, if you could get, you know, see what he wants to do with that, you know, let me know. And maybe we could have a cool 4-way co-op. I was thinking if we did something that, you know, I could do for my channel with Paul here, because then, you know, then we got 2 people. And I got 2 people here, then the leg isn't all that bad. So, yep, that's all I got to say. And that does it for this. As far as doing a New Game Plus mode, I might try it, but I'm going to save it over a smaller file of one of the other previous trial modes just to give it a shot. But that's going to have to do it for me for Final Fantasy 12. Next Final Fantasy that I'm going to bring out is Final Fantasy 1. If I'm able to finish the trial mode for this or Final Fantasy 12, I'll put that out later, but not as a live stream. But yeah, next Final Fantasy I do will be Final Fantasy 1. It'll be coming up the next week, this week, or the week after. So be prepared for that, and it'll more than definitely be on a Sunday because Paul's time frame is, you know, kind of wonky. So yeah, that'd be cool, Valkos. That'd be cool if you could, but you'll have to ask him. And thanks, Nick, for being here. Thanks, guys, for being here. That's it's great you 2 guys could be here as long as you have. I know, you know, live streams can eat up a lot of time, but it was fun. It was fun to just hang out and just relax and not have to worry this time so much. The last time, you remember, Valkos, how much of a struggle it was to get through it because, you know, so many different ways to do things, but yeah. So, yeah, thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks, everybody else, for coming in, tuning in later after the stream is over. And so if you want to see some more stuff of mine, tune in for Wednesdays for Brigandine. There's also Brigandine multiplayer, subscriber, gamble on Fridays that I'll be doing too, plus some new stuff of Final Fantasies on Sundays. And Valkos also does Final Fantasy 12. He's doing the week mode that you can tune in and watch him do everything imaginable. I have no idea how many more things you have to do, Valkos. I'd almost say you're done, but I don't know. So I guess we'll find out on your stream. So if you want to tune in for Valkos' stream, you can go check out his channel and watch all the week mode stuff that he's doing. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, hopefully you'll give it a like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I will catch you later. Good night, everybody.